Hello and welcome again to the Pastor's Study. Last time we were together, we saw Absalom create an uprising. He goes off and announces himself as king and stealing the hearts of the people and creating difficulty. Word gets back to David, and David has to gather himself, gather a few family members, and run. He has to leave the city of Jerusalem because Absalom is on the move. The heart of a good portion of the people have been blindsided, and they are following after Absalom. They think, oh, we'll get a better king this way. And so David has to run and flee the city. He's left. God had placed him as king. And now he's running away, and because he says, I don't want to fight. I don't want to have a battle because I'm not prepared for this kind of a battle. I don't even know who would be on my side at this moment. And so he backs away from the conflict and heads out of town, and some want to go with him, and he says no, and he leaves behind some of his concubines that he stays behind. And somebody has this idea. They say, you know what? We need to take the Ark of God with it. Because, well, where you are and the Ark, well, we'll be strong because of that. And it's critical. I want to read for us what we find here in 2 Samuel. David says, return the Ark of God to the city. If I have found favor in the sight of the Lord, then he will bring me back again and show me both it and its inhabitation. But if he said thus, I have no delight in you, behold, here I am, let him do to me as seems good to him. You see, David puts his life in the hands of God. And he says, you know what, if God wants me to be king, I'll be back. What Absalom is doing will not succeed because it's not of God. But if it is of God, if God says, I'm done with David, it's time for David to be done being king, then he said, you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay if that's what God wants. And you know, if you are in leadership and you're blindsided, let God deal with it. Be a man or woman of character and do the right thing. And let God fight your battles, because God will eliminate the enemies. And if you truly are where you belong, then God will see that you stay where you belong. And if it's time to move on, if God has things for you to move on and do, if he's done using you in a place, then so be it. Isn't it better to be doing what God wants than what our selfish hearts might want? Consider that in your life and honor God and be a person of character. Until next time in the Pastor's Study, goodbye and may God bless.